Hi, my name is Karen Allen. I wrote a book and an online course called Twitch for Musicians, and I teach artists how to use Twitch. I absolutely love live streaming for artists. I think it's the best thing I've ever seen in terms of getting discovered, in terms of building a fan community around you, and also monetizing that community in ways that are fun for the fans. We'll talk about Twitch today, but just know that what I teach you is really applicable to all live streaming that's basically freemium. So free to stream, free to watch, has ways to monetize along the way. And that's Facebook and YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all of that. A lot of what I talk about will apply to that. But we're going to talk specifically about Twitch. I love Twitch so much because it's a dedicated live stream platform. It's not a live stream feature embedded in another social platform. It is a platform just for live streaming. So everybody there is really there to watch live streaming and to discover new streamers and to hang out with people watching music. Also games, clearly. Twitch is by and large a gaming platform. But the music category within Twitch is kind of its own little magical place. So the thing that I really want you to leave with today, more than anything, is an understanding about the community dynamics around live streaming. If you understand how the community works and how live streaming as a medium works, you can really apply this anywhere. And it's going to be your fallback, go-to formula for success. And it should guide all of your decisions for, what should I do, A or B, kind of going in the future. So, live streaming as a community means that people come to watch you. They're hanging out. You're going to play some songs. You're going to talk to the people. You're going to read the chat. You're going to respond to what they say. You're going to play a song. It's not like a regular concert. If you're doing a ticketed show, you're probably expected to play a full set with a full band. This kind of live streaming is a lot less formal. It's completely fine to be in your house, to just be you, to not perform every moment. You'll probably get through about 12 songs every, hour and a half to 2 hours to give you an idea of how the set might go. And just kind of relax into it and have fun. And what you're trying to do is create a fun place for people to hang out. You'll notice that a lot of the artists on Twitch aren't necessarily top 40 artists. They're good. Some are really great, but mostly they're good creators. And this is sort of like the change you have to think about in your head. You go from being a musician performer to like a musician creator, which means that you sort of think about everything that's happening in your stream, not just your performance. So we're thinking about the background of where we're streaming. We're thinking about the kinds of things that we do with our audience. And I'll give you some ideas as we get deeper into the video. You think about, how you brand yourself and notice what your fans are doing. They're talking amongst themselves while you're playing and what's going on with them and how are they creating their own little culture around you. This is how you become a good creator. And that's like a pretty big mental shift because we're so used to being, sort of finished goods creators. We're used to making, shiny YouTube videos and totally polished Instagram posts and, perfect stories. And that's not what's happening on live streaming. Live streaming is all about long-term, long-form content, hanging out with people, getting to know people, and having fun with them. So what'll happen is you'll play a song, you'll read the chat, you'll respond to the chat, you'll play a song. The viewers will eventually request songs You'll play that song, or they'll make a comment, you'll respond to the comment. They'll feel acknowledged because you've responded to them or you've played the song. It feels really good to be acknowledged that you're contributing to the stream. As you contribute and that contribution is accepted and rewarded, you sort of feel an ownership. You feel a belonging in the community, right? And as a performer, it feels really good to have people acknowledge what you're doing and to give you positive feedback. So you want to do it again. And because you want to acknowledge them again and play the song again, they want to post again and they want to request again. And it kind of goes in this little cycle. And what's happening is you're creating a bond with people. You're creating, again, a community around you, and they are starting to feel a belonging to that community. And once you have that basic connection, then there are a lot of ways on Twitch to monetize that connection in ways that reinforce the community and are actually fun for people. The simplest way I could think about this is when people feel that they are getting something of value, then they are very likely to give something of value. So let's talk a little bit about what I call the fan journey. A viewer will join your stream either because it was in the algorithm, they found you somehow on Twitch, they came through another stream that was recommended. Discovery. Discovery is the very first part. I'm here, I'm watching, I'm not participating yet, but I'm here and I'm watching, and I'm not leaving the stream. That's a great first place to start. The next step is participation. I like this. I'm going to comment in the chat. Maybe I'll request a song. I'll follow the channel. Following is free. I will take free actions to kind of put a toe in the water and become a part of the stream. The next step is they will spend money on things that are fun for them. So they may donate money to request a song, because generally if you put money on a song, then you will get that song played. They may pay for a cheer. You can use virtual currency in Twitch to pay for what's called a cheer, a little animated emote, which is basically an emoji. So you can pay for that, and it puts your name on it, and you can put a message there, and you get the acknowledgement for that. Sort of things like that, they're sort of fun for them to do. That's like the next step. Then that moves into actual support. They go from, I'm going to spend money to make my experience better, to I'm aware that I'm supporting. So that comes to subscriptions, which are right around $5 a month. That's the most popular one. That comes to spending more money on donations, maybe for a song, maybe not. So they're acknowledging that they're actually supporting the stream. And then the last step in the fan journey is actually evangelism. So other people come into the stream, they welcome them, maybe they buy them a gift subscription, maybe they tell other people on other channels who are watching other channels, hey, this is a great streamer. They go on your socials and talk about you. They post to their socials about you. They start evangelizing you. So this is sort of how people kind of move down the fan journey as they come with you. So just in the back of your mind, think about when someone comes to you to be in the beginning, this is the path they could possibly go down. And you want to reinforce that path at every point just by letting them get to know you and having a little bit of fun with them. And they'll find their way down that path. And people who are further down that path will help them go down as well. So let's talk about what I like to call the 3 communities of Twitch. So the first community is the most important, and that's the community that you're going to build between you and your viewers. And you do that with every stream. Every time you go live, you're building community by paying attention to what they're saying, by responding to them, by playing their songs, just by, sort of being a good creator and being responsive. You're building community with them. You're also building community with them on your socials. They will very often follow you on your socials. So respond to their posts just like you would on your normal socials. Then there is the community that is happening between the viewers themselves. And you will find as you stream that they kind of create their own little family as they go in your stream. They also tend to know each other because they will generally watch the same other streamers. So they will see each other in other streams. They will create their own friendships. They will create their own little community that kind of exists aside from you. And then the third community is the community that exists between the streamers. Again, Twitch is a community. There is a community between you and your audience, but there's also a community between the streamers. They will befriend each other. They will support each other. They will stream with each other. They will share tips with each other. It's a really important part of Twitch to become a part of that streamer community. And you can do that by joining, there's Discord groups just for Twitch streamers. You can watch their streams and get to know them, and you can follow their socials and get to know them as well. It's a really important part of it. Again, I can't say this enough, Twitch is a community, and you have to be participating in each one of those communities to grow the whole thing. So the first thing that I want you to do before you ever set up a channel is I want you to go spend some time on Twitch, just as an observer. Create an account for your band or for you as an artist, and then go watch streamers that you think you would share a fan base with, or that you think are just really great. Don't worry so much if you're a rock band by finding all the other rock bands. Think about who you might share a fan base with. So if their audience were to come see you, would they stay and watch you? That's sharing a fan base, even though it might be a different band versus solo person, a different instrument. Maybe they're a classical pianist. Maybe you're a folk singer-songwriter. There's definitely a crossover there. Think about just who you think would, again, if they were to come to your stream, would they dig you? And do you genuinely like them? Because Twitch is authentic, because it is live, because you are spending a lot of time hanging out in people's chats. There really is no room for fakeness or inauthenticity. So if you are just in someone's stream because you want them to send traffic your way, you want to become known, and that's the only reason, it'll become very apparent. It's very icky. No one likes that. So go find, as I say, go find your tribe. Go find people that you generally dig and love, and the rest will become very, very easy. As you're watching them, notice how they build community with their fans. Notice how they're monetizing. Notice their video layout, the elements they actually put on their video, what they're using for alerts. When someone follows, an alert can pop up in the chat or on screen. Just notice how they are structuring their stream, and that will give you ideas for how you might do yours. By the way, there are no right or wrong answers for how to do it. It's just whatever feels good to you, and you will figure out along the way. I will give you plenty of ideas, but you will figure it out. But just sort of notice how it's done and what the culture was all about. Okay, let's talk about basic channel setup. One of the most difficult things you will do is set up your basic OBS. OBS is Open Broadcaster Software, and that is a free program that pretty much everybody uses to stream. So you don't go live from Twitch. You are going to go live from a program that actually produces and encodes your stream and then sends that stream to the channel in real time. So you will see yourself live on OBS, and that's how people will see you as well on Twitch. It'll just be a little bit of a delay. So there are other things you can use to go live. StreamYard is really super easy to use, and it's web-based. Lightstream which is golightstream.com, super easy and web-based. Streamlabs, which is one of the major streamer services companies, has their own OBS. But my recommendation really is just to learn OBS. There are so many tutorials on the internet that will teach you how to do this. And I feel like if you use OBS, it's such a standard. Everybody builds applications for it and plugins for it. So anything you're going to need to use will be able to be used in OBS. It's not that difficult, honestly. You just need to learn some tricks. And then you can kind of build whatever you want from there. You will have the most flexibility by using OBS. You'll need to dial in your sound. So you probably have all the gear you need. Basically, you just need to get your sound into your computer. So if you have a soundboard with a USB out, you're good. Put everything into your soundboard, connect the USB to your laptop, you're set. If your soundboard does not have a USB out, you can basically get a USB audio adapter pretty inexpensively. The Scarlett 2i2 is pretty standard for that. You can also buy a Scarlett that has more inputs and actually can be a soundboard, but it could be difficult to put your effects in there. You need a really good mic, either a USB mic that converts to USB, or you can use a USB mic. Rode makes actually some really good USB mics for singing. So USB mic goes into your computer, or if you're working with a board, the mic can go into your board and the sound from the board goes into your computer. You can also connect your DAW. If you use Ableton, Pro Tools, whatever, you can connect that to your OBS. It's trickier. You're going to need some bridge software to do that. Google it. There are so many tutorials for how to do that, but just know there's a few more steps you have to do. You can't just plug it directly into OBS. You're going to need a good camera, and you can get a good webcam for under $100 usually. I use the Logitech C922, 925. It's a pretty standard camera. Get a good camera. You can also use a DSLR if you have a DSLR. If you have a GoPro, you can use that. You'll need extra software, but you can use a GoPro. Have a good camera. You want good, I know this is an informal stream, but you want good 1080p HD camera, and you want good sound. Otherwise, streams are just really hard to watch long term. It really helps to have two monitors. So the main monitor on your computer and a second one, because you tend to have a lot of programs open at once when you're streaming. So I would recommend having a second monitor to keep track of everything. And then just do a test stream before you go live. I prefer actually doing a test stream on YouTube, because you can do a test stream to YouTube as a private or an unlisted. Don't play any sound recordings because you'll get a copyright strike. But if you just want to test just your audio and everything, and how well your OBS is encoding, and whether you're dropping frames, and basically your overall quality of your stream, do it on YouTube, because you can record it and watch it back, and YouTube will get you stats in real time on the quality as well. I recommend doing that. Think about your background and lighting. You can see I have uplights here. I have two different curtains for a little bit of diversity in what you're looking at. It has to be vibey, and it has to be authentic to you. There are so many great inexpensive lighting options. You can get rope lights, LEDs, anything to kind of warm the room up and kind of put it into whatever vibe you're trying to put out there. You can also do some green screen stuff. And you can do green screen through the chroma key filter on the OBS. Google that too. If you want to do like fake backgrounds. But honestly, what generally works is, hey, here I am in my living room. Here I am in my bedroom. Here I am in my studio. People want to feel like they're hanging out with you. So don't worry about having too much green screen. Just make it vibey, make it fun, make it somewhere people want to hang out. You need to set up some basic things for your channel itself. So I would say, and there's a lot of things you could do, but I'm going to give you the minimum. So you absolutely need to have a chat bot, and you're going to use either one of two services to set up a lot of what I'm about to tell you. One is called Streamlabs, and one is called Stream Elements. And they basically do the same thing. I call them the Pepsi and Coke of streamer services. They are going to help you with your on-screen alerts, your on-screen overlays, your chat bots. They can take donations off Twitch, which is really fun. They can do lots of cool things to build up fan engagement. They've been building these services for Twitch channels for so long. So there are so many things you can actually use. But at the very, very minimum, I want you to use their chatbot. Again, either program is totally fine. A chatbot will automate messages in your chat. So that could be a timed message. It's called a chat timer. A timed messages, an example of a timed message could be, here are my socials. Here's how to donate money. Here's how to request a song. Any sort of timed message like that. The chat commands is when you enter exclamation point and then a very specific word into the chat, and that tells the chatbot to return a very specific message. So a lot of those can mirror your chat timers. Someone asks how to donate, you can put an exclamation point donate, and you can program what message comes back that chatbot returns. Donate here, here's the link, that sort of thing. And then you also want chat alerts. So when somebody follows, when they donate, when they subscribe, when they spend bits in your channel, you can get an alert in text form to your chat, which I really, really recommend, because it can be hard to keep track of what people are doing in your stream because you're playing music, right? So in between songs, you'll be scrolling back through the chat and you go, oh, so-and-so just followed, so-and-so just donated, and you can acknowledge those things. It kind of helps to keep track. Those are the big things for chatbots. You're also going to want on-screen alerts, and these are fun because you can program them however you want. You can use an image, a little GIF, you can use text, you can use a sound, any combination of those, and you're going to want those to go when somebody follows, when they subscribe, when they donate, anything that they do to contribute to the stream, you're going to want some sort of alert to pop up to acknowledge that. And it acknowledges them. They see their name up there. Other people see that an action has been taken. It encourages them to do it as well. And it catches your eye so that you know that someone did a thing that, oh, I should probably acknowledge that. So on-screen alerts are really good. And they can be really fun too. So I love them for that. You're going to want to set up donations. And you can set up donations through Streamer Songlist or Streamlabs. They both have options. And you'll either connect your PayPal or you'll just use their credit card processing service. And people will go to streamlabs.com/your channel name or streamelements.com/your channel name. They'll make a donation there. And when they make that donation, it will trigger an on-screen alert or an in-chat alert, whatever you've programmed it to do. So the other thing I want you to set up is something called Streamer Songlist. Streamer Songlist was built to help music streamers keep track of song requests, and people love to request songs on Twitch. And a note about song requests while we're on the topic, have a lot of covers. Definitely play your originals, like 100% play your originals, but have covers. People like to hear songs that are familiar to them. They like to hear your interpretation of those covers, and it's just a very easy way for them to get to know you. So I would play some covers and then throw in an original, and then play some covers and throw in an original. And eventually they start requesting your originals too. So Streamer Songlist helps you keep track of those requests, and it also gives people a place to make requests. And they have their own separate chatbot. So people can actually request songs directly from the chat using a chat command, or they can go to your page on streamersonglist.com, browse through all of the songs that you play, select the one that they want you to play, and it gets added to your song queue. Streamer Song List will also create an overlay that will sit on your screen if you'd like, that will say what the song is, who wrote the song, like who's the song by, who requested the song, and how much they paid in donation. As many or as few of those things as you want to show. And you can customize the colors of the font and the background and where it's placed and all these things. And it syncs with the queue. So people can see, oh, my song is in the queue. I know it's coming up. I'll stick around until my song gets played. It's a really, really great, handy little device. Also, they have a new thing where you can actually let people use bits, which is the virtual currency on Twitch. They can use bits to request a song. So you are going to add an extension. You're going to go to your creator dashboard on your Twitch channel. You're going to go to extensions and search for Streamer Song List and add the extension, and it'll sync to be logged in, by the way, to your Streamer Song List site on the same browser, and it will connect to your Streamer Song List. So you'll end up with, on the page, on your Twitch channel page, a little panel that has all of your songs, and people can pay for songs there with bits. And that syncs with your queue and with your overlay all at the same time. It's genius. Twitch also has a thing called channel points, which people earn for free for watching, for donating, for subscribing, for all kinds of things. And Streamer Song List has a feature where people can redeem their channel points for song requests too. So go to Streamer Song List. You'll see all the information there on how to set that up. It's really great. Everybody uses it. So people on Twitch know how to use it. It might feel weird to some people off Twitch to do some of these things, but that's just very much the Twitch culture. It feels weird to send them somewhere else to donate. It feels weird to send them off site to request songs. It's not weird. It's just the way it's done. Don't worry about it. The other thing that you can set up, it's not so important when you first start, but you're eventually going to do this anyway, so you may as well set up a Discord. If you don't know what Discord is, just go to Discord. I believe it's discord.com or discordapp.com. Discord is a website full of message board servers. So for free, you can set up your own server full of message boards. And you will invite people to join your Discord. You'll give them a link that you'll just put right on your channel page and also in your chat timers. So they join your Discord, and you set up message boards there for things like, general introduction and let's share music and here's some announcements about my stream. And it's just a way to communicate with your audience offline, because Twitch has no way for you to communicate with people when you're offline. You only communicate with people when you're online. There is no newsfeed on Twitch. There is no message board. There's nothing like that. So the streamers have all sort of built that on Discord. So join other streamers' Discords so you can see how they're using your Discord and how they're creating even more fan engagement and even more community in between their streams on Discord. Let's talk a little bit about monetization on Twitch. I've alluded to it before. Let's get into it. So you will start on Twitch at what's called the community level, which means that you won't earn any money through Twitch for your streams. You have to qualify into the first level of monetization, which is called affiliate. The second level is called partner. It's much harder to get to. Don't worry about it for now. Focus on affiliate. If you have a Bands in Town account, I believe with at least 5,000 trackers, then Bands in Town can submit you for an affiliate account on Twitch. So just Google Bands in Town Twitch affiliate, and you'll find the blog post on Bands in Town that has the link to the form you can fill out, and they can submit you for affiliate status. SoundCloud has SoundCloud Pro. If you're a SoundCloud Pro subscriber, then they can fast track you also for affiliate status. Again, go find their blog post on that. That'll lead you to the Google form to fill that out. Or you can just earn your way into it. And you earn your way into it by streaming for a minimum number of hours and a minimum number of streams within 30 days, having at least 50 followers. Following is free, so it's not too hard to get 50 followers, and having at least an average of 3 concurrent viewers on your streams, which is also not that difficult. I've seen people get affiliate within a couple of weeks to 4 weeks just on their own Steam, just from streaming. So start streaming. Once you go into your creator dashboard on Twitch, it'll show you exactly what you need to do in order to get affiliate. Now, once you have affiliate, you can start offering subscriptions on your site. You can also start taking virtual currency. It's called bits. And you're also eligible for ad revenue on Twitch, which at this level will not be much, and don't worry about that. Most of your money is going to come through subscriptions and through bits, again, which is their virtual currency. So subscriptions are preset at $4.99, $9.99, and $24.99 per month. Most people subscribe at the $4.99 rate. And mostly what they get for that is emotes. Emotes is what Twitch calls emoji. And when you have an affiliate status, you can create your own emotes. So you're going to want to brand those to you and make them kind of about whatever you're doing. Twitch doesn't have universal emoji the way that every other site has universal emoji. So you're not going to see all the smiley faces and the dancing people, and you're not going to see that. Twitch has their own set of global emotes, and it's very relevant to gaming and not really anything else. So it's a good idea to make your own emotes and make them for things that people would want to do to express themselves while they're watching your stream. Maybe they want to laugh. Maybe they want to clap along. Maybe they want to sing along. Maybe they want to show, a Zippo lighter because they appreciate what you're doing. Any of those things that you feel like they want to use to express themselves, and then do that within your own branding. You can make them yourselves. They're just JPEGs. Or you can go on Fiverr or Upwork. Most people will make emotes for about 20 bucks each. There's tons and tons of emote designers. They're not hard to find. So have some fun with emotes. Also, when people subscribe to you, you can message them. If you go into your creator dashboard, there is a section there where you can send a message, an email basically, to all of your subscribers. So you have anything else that you want to offer your subscribers, maybe a download, maybe a link to a VIP Zoom, whatever you want to do, you can do that right there in your creator dashboard. That's pretty much affiliate. Making money off Twitch really is through Streamlabs and Stream Elements. Again, you're going to set up on one of those services your PayPal or use their credit card service, and you're going to put your donation link right in your chat on a timer, and also on your page so people know where they can donate. And people will, and it's really great. And they actually don't take any cut. They don't take any revenue cut for that, aside from the payment processing fee. So it's a really good deal. Twitch takes 50% of subscriptions, and you will earn 1 penny per bit. They sell bits for about $1.40 per 100 bits. So if someone gives you 100 bits, then you just made $1. The revenue split on that is really no worse than a 70% split, if you want to look at it that way. Twitch puts bits on sale all the time, but you will always make 1 penny per bit. The only exception is if you are using an extension that uses bits, like Streamer Song List. That's an extension that uses bits. The creator of that extension gets 20% of your bits. So in that case, if someone spends 100 bits on a song request, instead of getting $1, you are going to get 80 cents. That's how that works. Okay, let's talk about the hardest thing that people have doing, which is actually going live. I don't want you to be intimidated by this. It's not intimidating. Going live is super fun. There's zero expectation for perfection. You don't need to have your channel perfect or everything all figured out. You will change a lot of things as you go. You will decide to not do certain things. You'll start to try certain things. It's all fine. It's totally fine. Just jump in the water and go and just experience it and do it. Pay attention to the chat. Pay attention to what they're saying. See what they're talking about amongst themselves and figure out how to build a fan engagement piece around that. So what I mean by that is if you tell stories and they like your stories, then maybe one of your channel point rewards is to tell a very special story. I know a guy who has toured a lot, so he'll tell tour stories. For example, if you redeem a certain number of channel points on his drinks, everybody loves his stories. Maybe there's a specific emote that you're going to make that is very specific to your stream because people have a catchphrase they like to say, or they like to sing along to one of your songs in a certain way. So you're going to make an emote that represents how they sing that song back to you. Just really pay attention and get creative. And this is also why I'm telling you to go watch other streamers, because they are all doing this. They have all paid attention to their communities and they have all found ways to amplify that back to them in ways that use the tools that are monetized or even not monetized. But they've found ways to give people the power to participate in their stream in ways that are meaningful and specific to that stream. And you'll understand that once you go and actually watch them. A bit of advice, if you really want to grow on Twitch, you're going to have to show up. This is the big thing about Twitch. Like, you're not going to make any money. You're not going to grow at all unless you are live. The people who do really well on Twitch, they stream 3 to 5 days a week, 2 to 4 hours per session minimum. And that's a lot. And if you're on the higher end of that, you'll grow faster and you'll do really well. If you're on the lower end of that, you're going to grow slower. Again, 3 to 5 days a week, 2 to 4 hours per session. That is where I've seen people really, really start to take off. It feels like a lot, and it will probably take you some time to build up to it. Most streamers will tell you when they first started they couldn't do more than an hour and a half or so, but the more they started doing it, the more they kind of got used to it and their voices adapted to it and their playing adapted to it, and now they can do, 3 or 4 hours, no problem. And you know what? The time flies. That feels like a ton of time. Like, what am I going to do? You're going to hang out with people. You're going to have fun with people. The time is going to fly. This is the part that I love about Twitch so much and about live streaming. It's fun. It really is fun to do this. So if you just have fun with it, it kind of becomes a labor of love. Let's talk about what you can do between streams. Oh, let me back up 1 second. Back to the going live part. When you end your stream, you are going to raid another channel. You're going to raid a channel that you feel you have something in common with, that you have a fan base in common with, you're a fan of them. If they were to raid you, then, their fan base would stay. Basically, a raid is when you end your stream, you can send all of your current viewers into another channel all at once. And you're going to use a basic raid command if you put it in the chat, or you can go to your creator dashboard on Twitch and just look for where it says start raid and put the channel name in of who you want to raid, and it's going to count down. And then when the countdown's over, everybody leaves your chat and goes straight into that channel all at once. And it's a way that artists are able to share audience and to help each other, to promote each other. It's really fun. It's very well intentioned. Sometimes gamers will even raid you, and gamers tend to have a lot more viewers than the musicians do, so that's really fun. But raiding is just sort of like the cool thing that artists do to help each other. So even if you have 5 people in your stream, go rate somebody right before you end your stream. It really is sort of the thought that counts. It says, hey, I see you. I think you're great. I want to share my audience with you. And then it feels really good when you get rated. People can dump 100, 300, 500 viewers in your stream all at once, all at the same time. And it's always a celebration when that happens. They're like, hey, we're here from so-and-so stream. When you get rated, you should acknowledge it. You should thank the person rating. You should offer to play a song for them and bump it in and play it next. You should talk to the people who rated, introduce yourself, and then play a song within a couple of minutes. Otherwise, you'll start to lose people. They want to see whether they like you, and they don't know whether they like you until you start playing music. So if you get rated, don't talk for 5 minutes. Make a quick introduction of yourself, play a song. A cover is usually the best because, again, people are trying to get to know you. They get to know you best with something that's familiar, and then go on with your show. But raids are really great. They're super fun. I really haven't seen many other platforms have a mechanism that's quite so good. So definitely raid. Between streams. On Twitch, in the creator dashboard, you can go to the content section and pull up your archive videos and edit them right there on Twitch. And you can make little clips out of them and save those clips to your channel, onto your channel page, and then you can share them out socially to all your other socials. You can also create clips with your video editor, download those clips to your computer, and then post natively to your socials. Also on OBS, you can record your whole show locally. So if you just want to record straight from OBS and then edit that video later and then post to your socials, then that's a fine way of doing it. Basically, your stream should be repurposed into your socials so that people who follow you on socials can see how much fun your stream is. They can see what happens. They can sort of see the highlights, and they can be encouraged to go next time. Also, before you stream, post to your socials, hey, I'm live right now. Here's the link. Don't do it too far in advance. Generally, you do it right before you go live because people, when they click that link, they want to see that you're there. So definitely do that. Also, between streams, I want you to go hang out in other streamers' streams. I want you, again, to pick the ones that you genuinely like, that you genuinely want to be a part of, and go hang out. Go meet their fans. Go hang out with them. Get to know them. Don't talk about yourself too much. You never want to go into someone's channel and say, hey, I'm going on in a half an hour. That's called stream sniping, and it's generally considered to be pretty uncool. But you can definitely go and say that you're also a streamer, and then just be generally very supportive of whatever they have going on. It's just a good way to get to know people. Definitely follow other streamers' socials. Get to know them off Twitch as well. Follow their Discord. Sort of get in the world a little bit. It's another way of becoming part of the overall Twitch community, which is super, super important. Again, I will keep saying this till I'm blue in the face. Twitch is a community. If you're going to join a new platform, then this is the culture of Twitch, and this is how you will be most successful. I've covered a lot today. I hope that I haven't overwhelmed you, and I have sort of helped you see how amazing live streaming can be, how much fun it is. People can make real money with this. It's either, again, it's a nice side hustle, or it's definitely a full-time living for people. It depends on how much time you have to put into it. Put in as much time as you can, and go with an open heart and a giving heart, and a good spirit of camaraderie and community, and wanting to put on a good show and get to know people, and it will come back to you in spades. You can find out more about me at twitchformusicians.com. My socials are there. I love talking about live streaming. I love helping artists figure it out. If you have any questions, you can always hit me up there. And thank you so much for coming to my session. I hope you do amazingly well on your stream, and good luck.